Hi guys, so today we're going to be taking a look at one of the biggest real estate projects in Lagos, in Lekki to be precise. So join me as I take you along this visual and pictorial 3D tour of the biggest real estate apartments in Lagos. Why I say it's the biggest is that it's going to be one of the most luxurious property you will ever see anywhere around Lekki. Now, this apartment comprises of just apartments, not duplexes, not terraces, just apartments. And guess what the name of the apartment is? It's called The Apartments. So, join me as I introduce you to The Apartments in Lagos. This property consists of basically two styles of apartments: the Willow and the Orchid. The Willow, which is a standard apartment, fully finished, while the Orchid is going to be a series of luxurious, extremely luxurious apartments. The difference between the Willow and the Orchid is going to be, number one, the size, number two, the finishing. Now, the beautiful thing about this estate is that whether you stay in the Orchid or in the Willow, you all enjoy the same facilities like the gym, the lounge, spa, a salon, a co-work space, a park, and a swimming pool. Now, I'm sure you heard when I said co-work space. Yes, this property is going to have a co-work space in the sense that it caters for people who have their own businesses and they don't want to stress themselves by going outside their comfort zone. So we brought their office to them. So you can actually have your office meetings, do your run around online, right in the comfort of the same environment. Now, isn't that great? So I think this is one of the most beautiful things I like about this property is the co-work space. Now we also have a gym, a standard gym, not those tiny rooms you see every day in some places. I'm not going to mention places, but a standard gym. If you've gone to any of the properties of this developer, you will note that they don't waste money when they are giving estate facilities. They have some of the best estate facilities. They have some of the best rooms. So let's just take a short break while we go through some of their currently selling properties here in Lagos. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that. So let's move on. Talking about the Willow is going to feature just 2 and 3 bedroom apartments. The Orchid is going to feature studio apartments, a room self-contained, which is a room and a living room, a 2-bedroom apartment with BQ, and a 3-bedroom apartment with BQ. Now, I'll come to the 3-bedroom apartments because I think that is my favorite apartment of all, and I will tell you why. So, let's go to the prices. The Willow. In the Willow, we have 2-bedroom apartment going for 29.9 million naira with an initial deposit of 8.97 million naira, and 3-bedroom apartment going for 42.9 million naira with an initial deposit of 12.87 million naira, which is approximately 30 million naira. Now, the Orchid comes with a studio apartment which is currently selling for 18 million naira, initial deposit of 5.4 million naira. The 1-bedroom apartment goes for 25 million naira with an initial deposit of 7.5 million naira. The 2-bedroom apartment goes for 40 million naira with an initial deposit of 12 million naira. Why the baba of them all, the 3-bedroom luxurious apartment goes for 65 million naira with an initial deposit of 19.9 million naira off-plan price. Let me emphasize that again, off-plan price, meaning that this is the base price. As the project commences, the prices is going to increase, and is going to increase by a very large margin because the luxury and the features of this estate is going to be something to contend with, and people are already buying into it. People are not wasting time. People who value quality, luxury over everything, and they want a sense of community by still living in this estate. So don't wait up. Oh, lest I forget, some of the landmarks in this estate that are close by are as follows: Novare Mall, Shoprite, White Dove Schools, Mother and Child Hospital, Jubilee Bridge, Lagos Business School, Calais British International School, Atikan Beach, and Lufasi Nature Park. So you have a lot of sites that every environment should have around them. So let's talk about my favorite part of the apartments, which is the 3-bedroom in the Orchid. Now, the way the Willow is designed is just going to be 2 and 3 bedrooms, but the way the Orchid is going to be designed is going to be at the bottom floor. We are going to have the studio apartments and the 1-room self-contained apartment, that's room and living room. Then we are going to have above that the 2-bedroom apartment, then the 3-bedroom apartment. Now, why I like the 3-bedroom apartment is, number one, everything in the 3-bedroom apartment in the Orchid is extra large. This is because the 3-bedroom has an entire floor to it. So you are occupying the entire floor if you purchase the 3-bedroom in the Orchid. Now, aside that, we have the basics, which is the kitchen, the store, the dining area, the laundry room. Then we also have a study. The other apartment, they don't have studies. We have a staff quarters, which the 2-bedroom has, a family lounge, master bedroom plus 2 rooms, box room. Then Then one of the most impressive things about the ORCHID is that you have access card entry, meaning the elevator that takes you upstairs. After a certain point, if you don't have the access card, you cannot access that part of the apartment. So another beautiful thing about the 3-bedroom is you have a view, and they are going for each building. They are just going to be 2 3-bedrooms that will occupy an entire floor that can only be accessed by you. So the elevator stops at a particular point, but if you have an access card, it takes you further to your apartment. So the rest of the neighbors cannot access the elevator to go forward, which I think is cool if you are the kind of person that enjoys some privacy at some points. You know, you want to have that level of efficacy attached to your apartment. I would also like to let you know that the ORCHID is going to be designed, especially the 3-bedroom, in such a way that the 3-bedroom already is a penthouse. So everything is enlarged and everything is extra large. There are going to be panoramic views. Let's take a look at an example of what an ideal penthouse looks like. Now you have an idea of what you're going to get in the 3-bedroom apartment of the ORCHID, so which is still selling for 65 million naira as of now. Later in the year, there is bound to be increase to 70 million and eventually to 75 million naira. I won't advise you to wait to then. One thing I like about the ORCHID, aside the view, you have an entire floor, as in the entire floor is for you. That is massive space, as in it's just massive. So if I were you and I can afford the ORCHID right now, I would advise you go for it, because when this estate finishes, I doubt you'll be able to get the ORCHID, the 3-bedroom apartment in the ORCHID, for less than 80 million or 85 million naira. So it's best, like I always say, buy off plan. This property is located in sangotedo, just behind Novare Mall shoprite. It's about 8 minutes to 10 minutes drive from Aja, and the road leading to the estate is all good. This property comes with the title of a CFO, and it's an off-plan property, meaning that the property is built from the scratch. And one thing I always tell my clients about off-plan properties is that it's best to buy off-plan. Why? Is because you are saving yourself a whole lot of money, because off-plan properties usually start at an affordable rate, meaning that as the project progresses, the value of the properties increases, meaning that say you get this property for, let's say, 25 million naira at the off-plan price. By the time it finishes, the property might be selling for at least 35 million naira, meaning that you've made a cool 10 million naira cash. So I always advise people, get at off-plan price and enjoy the dividends of giving yourself your own discount, because properties like this always increases at the end of the day. So get it while it's still hot and it's still cooking. Now, I would like to emphasize that this property is going to be one of the most luxurious and yet affordable property in Lekki, because the developers of these properties are known for one thing, and that is quality and luxury, all combined in one at affordable rates. Now, like I mentioned earlier, it's going to be all apartments. No duplexes, no terraces, just apartments, but the most luxurious apartments. Also, the delivery date of this apartment is going to be 2022 for the first 200 units. Now, if I were you, I will hurry up and get my slots. Now, aside from the first 200 units being delivered by next year, the prototype of this apartment will be ready before the end of this year, but I can't guarantee you that the price will remain the same. So I'll leave you with the motto of the apartment, and that is, there is a level to quality.